It is about 11:45 at the moment in the TTC HQ. It's only me and H1 up at the moment, which is quite strange considering how late it is. But I think the other boys are just grinding in their rooms. I know Harv's awake. I haven't seen TZ yet. I haven't seen Cole. Obviously I know Anya's awake, so I woke up next to her. But the sun's finally out today. We've had monsoon season come in literally in this last 10 days or so. So it's been awful weather, no sun, but now I'm going to catch up on my vitamin D. Bro, what I've realised, well I already knew this anyway, but I forgot this truth, and do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down here into this grounding pit to film this and talk to you right here. What I've remembered is vitamin D, man. I don't supplement it because I'm in Thailand all the time, but when there was no sun, my god did I feel it. Me and Harv were speaking about it, about how we were just feeling a bit down and we didn't know why. And I do think it's because of the sun, because today I've literally just got rays, and to be fair, I'm feeling pretty perfect now. Not that I was feeling too bad anyway, just, you know, when you have that layer of down on your reality, and that was pretty much what was going on for me in the past 4 or 5 days or so. Like, even though I've been smashing out what I wanted to smash out in terms of my achievements, let's say, and the work I'm putting in and the intention I'm putting behind my life, and I'm trying to dial in more and more. I would say there are definitely things to improve on with my current setup, with my existence, but doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the work I'm doing. But I was feeling down and I was like, what? Usually my entire reality is based on whether I'm doing good work or not, and that's how good I feel. If I'm feeling shit, it's usually because I'm doing shit work and I'm giving into vices and temptation and I'm not grinding towards me being better. But I've been grinding towards me being better. Yes, I could tighten up on the vices. It's hard when you're in Thailand with all your boys and you're in a dream situation with like what you've always kind of wanted. It's hard to be disciplined in those moments and put the vices aside, but definitely working on improving that. We haven't really done much with the boys that have been out here in Thailand. We haven't done any dinners or jet skis or boats. We have just kind of been working, sitting in the villa, chatting, talking, getting to know like everyone better, and also just have a better connection with some of these boys as well, because some of these boys I've never met before in real life, so it's good to kind of hear their story and see their POV on the journey that they've been on to get here. Do you know what I'm saying? And also knowing that that journey has just started for a lot of them boys. Big up Rio, T-Dot and TZ, and then also Big Nez, of course. But more to the point, vitamin D is making me feel better. I have been feeling down for the past week or so, don't know why. Very grateful for my reality, so I always make sure to stay grounded, like saying every single morning, which I recommend. It's something that I do, is this is the best life ever and it keeps getting better every single day. That is my mantra, you know what I'm saying? I think everyone should have a mantra, because it's just good to pick you up in bad times. It's also good to, it's not even a bad time, but especially with just everything. Everything can get you down, even though it could be something so small, that could eat you away from the inside out. And there's been things that have done that to me, and I'm always trying to chase those perception shifts that snap me out of that mood, and they go, what the fuck you doing, Berg? Look where you are, look who you're with, look what you've got. And I'm not saying I'm someone big or I've done anything impressive, but saying that helps my internal. I'm not trying to get you to think that or you to believe that. I'm just getting my internal to think that, and my internal to kind of shock me back into place of where I should be. That's kind of something that I've been on recently, and that's why I picked up this camera, to be honest, as the sun was out, and I thought, you know what, let us chat about how Bergington has been. But let me know how you've been in the comments as well, because I know for these sort of videos I usually get my, I wouldn't say most loyal, but like, if you're watching this video right now, if you've sat through me waffling about how vitamin D's affected me and how I'm feeling, and you're not waiting for me talking about trading, then I know the type of person who's on this video. You're the real G, do you know what I'm saying? You're the people that like I actually probably get on with as mates rather than just giving trading value to. Do you know what I'm saying? So for you watching this video, because there isn't many, I know you might think, oh, I'm just peas in a pod. You're not. You are not. Let me know how you're doing in the comments, or just go, yo Berg, in my DMs, because we probably chat anyway. Yo Berg, and you're probably in the Discord. I'm doing decent. This is what's going on with me right now. How are you doing? Just send me a DM, bro, because you know what? I just love catching up with people. Like, he's going to watch this video, and you know what, bro? I think it's been a glaze fest from me to DMG. DMG, hello. And I wouldn't say DMG's glazing me. I'm not going to call that out, but I've been glazing him regardless, because if you don't know, DMG is just a grinder. one of the most positive guys I've ever met, one of the most disciplined guys I've ever met, and I can't wait for his reality to catch up with his action, because I don't think they have caught up just yet. I think he's grinding a lot more than a lot of people that are making a lot more money than him that I know personally, so I can't wait for his reality to catch up, and maybe he will come out here one day. But it's like me and DMG have been speaking, and I'm just excited to catch up with that guy, because he's a like-minded individual, and I want to see where he's at, I want to see where I can help him, I want to see where he can help me. I want us to help each other and elevate both of us, and we've got a call on the weekend. Little call with DMG, little catch up, haven't spoken to him in a while. I know his trading's going pretty good, he's had a lot of payouts this year. I like his trading mindset and I like his philosophy, and I'm just glad to catch up with him, and I'm pretty excited for that. But I want to catch up with you as well, and that's that whole point. just message me, comment below, man. I do want to catch up, because with the people that are into this sort of side of things, for me it's my most passionate topic of self-improvement, chasing perfection, mental mastery, awareness increasing my consciousness, philosophy, biohacking, these sort of things I love speaking about. Like, obviously, bro, I love speaking about trading, but the way I trade is really boring. So the advice I give on trading is very obvious, and it's just the same, because that is all I do. Like, my trading is pretty simple. I make decent money. I'm saying I'm not obviously the #1 trader in the world, but I make money from it, and it's given me a great reality, so that's what I teach people. But the way I trade is so simple, it's so stupid, so it's just easy and boring. But self-improvement, evolution of man, everything in that regard, that's not boring. There's so many layers to that, bro. That game is so fucked. Like, that game is so advanced. That game has so many fruits as well. Just as with trading, that game also has so many fruits. Like, there's not only one game to get fruits from. The people that are watching this video, I want to chat to you about that. Because, like, it's not often I get to chat to people about that. Me and Big Naz have been hitting it off recently IRL, when he's been coming round to the villa talking about that whole topic, and we just go so deep, and it's so interesting to me. So if you are into that shit, just let me know and shoot me a DM, because I don't know if this is even a good idea, and I don't know if it'll spread me too thin, but I really want to make like a community that would be like operators. Like, in my head I call it operators, or being an operator. Like, being an operator, I'll give an example. Being an operator would be being that guy that in any game he's playing, he's zoomed out, he's third person, he's analytical, critical, but also you can still be creative, spiritual, intuitive. You can still be in the flow, you can still be tapping into the quantum realm. But being an operator, being a game player, is someone who just attacks the game from a pure, like, okay, here are the rules of the game. Okay, with the rules of the game, what moves can I play? What moves are people going to play against me? What moves is it going to take to win? What is winning? Viewing it like that, that is being an operator. Let's say, right, this is a real life situation that happened to me. Somebody, a trader that I called out on my story, I think I know who, but it's hard to really tell, paid for somebody to ban me. It happens all the time with loads of creators, it's normal. He paid for somebody to ban me, and then I obviously had to get the unban. Okay? Now, when this came in, I was like, fuck, man. I liked my Instagram there. My Instagram was getting some good, like, I was speaking to some good guys in the DMs. My videos were getting good, like, engagement, and people were liking the education, and I was running with it, and the Instagram was pretty good, and I was liking building it up, and then it just got annihilated. And all that work I put into it was like, oh, nuke, so peak, bro. And I was like, well, I've called someone out. Their reputation's at stake. They've paid, because they have resources, for a move on the chessboard to set me back a few pegs. And guess what I did? I used my resources, and I put a move on my chessboard to get the account lifted. So, like, this is an example of someone's made a play to me, I've made a counter play, and I'll put up some defenses. Am I caring about that person? Am I crying on my story going, oh, this... No. Am I going to do that to someone else? No. Am I going to do that to him? No. I don't want the karma. I don't want the bad karma. I don't want the bad energy. But what I'm saying is, that, to some people, could have hurt me. That, to some people, could have hurt them. It could have set them back. They could have got emotional. They could have been angry at the other person. I wasn't angry. I wasn't angry at all. That guy feel threatened, so he's made a move. And I've made a move back. And that is it. And that's just a really small example that was in the top of my head. But this is what I mean. Taking it from a third person. Oh, you get fired from your job. Okay, I was sacrificing my hours for some resources that I was using to live my life. That's gone now. Okay, let me find a new opportunity to make resources. Let me get a new job, and let me, once again, go autopilot to claim my money, to then take risk, to then put your money out there so that it can come back in bigger sums. And this is what it's about being an operator. Chasing optimization, like for instance, with the biohacking, like I'm trying to dopamine regulate, I'm trying to make sure my sleep's intact, finding out all the factors that would lead to bad sleep and leaning away from those, and cutting down caffeine consumption close to bed, cutting down eating close to bed, putting down my vices closer to bed, because they affect my sleep. Trying to optimize your life for performance and for an end goal being let's make as most money as fucking possible whilst feeling as good as possible and not affecting our karmic debt in any way, and being positive and spiritual and uplifted and tapping into the universe and being in that flow. Let's do that. Let's have all that aligned, and now let's optimize for that outcome. If that's what I want, how do I get there? Well, I need to be dialed. I need to have good people around me. I need to be positive. I need to be influencing the quantum realm in a positive way. I need to be net positively impacting people and people's lives so that that energy comes back to me. I need to be educating myself. I need to be physically training. I need to be mastering my body, as you know. With the Road to Savage, I don't make specific series updates, but bro, like, I'll pop some pictures up on screen, looking bigger than I've ever looked, feeling strong. Well, not bigger than I've ever looked, as of recent, but looking bigger, eating more, feeling good, training about 4 to 5 times a week now, meditating every single day, reading every single day, a chapter a day, and doing this more so and doubling down. And I've always been an operator, bro, but doubling down on being an operator has really shown me how good it can make your reality. But you just have to zoom out and stop being so emotional. Stop getting so attached to the outcome. Just because you put a certain amount of hours into something, that doesn't mean it's going to pay you. You might have been playing that game wrong. You might have not even known the rule book. You know what I'm saying? And you're playing this game, you're playing checkers and you're drawing. This is my example of people that think they're playing the game but they don't even know the rules. Imagine a chessboard, you've just started, okay? Your opponent's playing their moves, and every time it's your move, instead of moving a piece, you go over to your notebook and start drawing or writing stuff down. Shadow task merchant, I would label you in my new book, which I'm writing. Now, I'm writing a book on the game. This is a side point. I'm writing a book on the game and how to be an operator, and then I'm basically naming different characters in the game, and one of them is the Shadow Task Merchant. The Shadow Task Merchant is what I just explained. You've got a chessboard and you're playing against an enemy, and instead of making moves that move your pieces forward to advance your position, instead you're in a book writing notes down about it. Ooh, my opponent's made this move. You're going to move back, or no, I'm just going to write about the next move he's making, and how his chess piece looked, and what material the chess piece is made out of. Do the fucking work that moves the needle, mate. And that is about being an operator as well. Side point, but wrapping it in. Don't be a Shadow Task Merchant. Just because you've put, let's say, 5 years into a game, 3 years into a game, even a year into a game, and you've got nothing out of it, that doesn't mean that in the next couple of months the game's more likely to pay you. You could be drawing pictures when you're instead meant to be making moves. So don't get attached to the time you put into a game either. Alright? Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you are getting sucked in, that's what the game does to fake you out. You think that's not happened to me with trading, you think that's not happened to me with business, you think that's not happened to me with my fitness, with anything, with any game. I always get faked out. I'm always in the short term, nearly changing my perception to something, and then catching myself just before, and going, and laughing like that, bro. This is what I do. Literally out loud, no one's around. I'll realise something that the game's done to me, and I'll literally be like, you fucking nearly caught me, mate, but I'm back on fucking track. Fuck you, mate. I'm not getting faked out. And I'll say that out loud. I'll literally gamify it and, like, make it satire so I'm not affected. And that is the GOAT mindset. Okay, we're not talking about trading, but now we are. I get slammed and I get my biggest ever loss streak after my biggest ever win streak. So I basically go from 600k in funding to 2.6 mil in funding in like 2-3 months. And I get one small winning period on the 2.6 mil funding. I made like 30k in payouts, but I was on track to make like 150k. I know on track you can never predict, but this is classic. This is how the game sucked me in and faked me out. The game sucked me in, faked me out, made me think I could have made 150k, got me attached to that result. Then it presented me with my biggest ever loss streak, giving me the biggest ever, like, boom, negative experience with my model, because I trade 3 different models and they all lined up to lose at the same time. And the whole reason why I trade 3 is that 2 could be down and 1 could be up, but since I'm on prop firms, I'll still make money. Or 2 could be up, or 3 could be up, but now also 3 could be down. And that's what's happening to me right now. Giving me a massive loss streak, but that's given me an opportunity to elevate my mindset, to understand the game more, to change my perception on prop firms to that they're even more of a revolving door than I thought previously, to teach me the lesson that I should be putting even more of my capital into live accounts. What am I talking about right now? I'm talking about the game faking me out in every way, but then me laughing about it and going, nope, I'm going to learn a lesson instead. I'm not going to get faked out by this bullshit. No, I'm going to use the opportunity to, number 1, educate traders better than I've ever educated them. Make them understand the reality of trading. Set their expectations in a perfect point so that regardless of what happens up or down, they don't get greedy or fearful. It's elevated my trading education skills. Within my own trading, it's elevated my perception on the market. So I'm using L's and I'm turning them into lessons. And I feel like a lot of people say that, but they don't do it. Yeah, I turn L's into lessons, bro. Every L's a W. But do you though? Okay? We'll cut it off there. Rant over. Talk over. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video. But once again, another reminder. Please if you are into that, like being an operator, the productivity, self-improvement, the evolution, the chasing of perfection, please DM me on Discord at BERG68 or comment below. Once again, there are so few people watching this video still. They would have already clicked off because it's not BERG's 2025 TMB entry model, BERG's 2026 updated, brand new mechanical strategy. It's not that, so they've already gone. So who I'm talking to right now is very few. Okay, so please reach out. I do want to speak about this shit because there isn't just one way to this reality. You think you can just get to this reality by trading? You could do any business, bro. That's what being an operator is about. You can put the skills you learn to be an operator and the chasing of being the perfect operator into any fucking game, bro. Alright, so peace, love and unity. I'll speak to you boys in the next one. Hopefully you're in my free community already, but like I say, I want to know if you think it would be a good idea to make a community about operators, bro, because I'm proper into it, man. Proper into it. It's one of my favourite topics, okay? So let me know if you'd be interested in that. Free community, of course. At least for the real G's, you know what I'm saying? Peace, love and unity. I'll speak to you boys in the next one.